Peace and blessings, everyone. Dr. Copeland once again on this social media mess. Sitting out here getting my sunbathing on, slapping the sunshine in my face, family. And I was just sitting here thinking, family. I'm still thinking about the lesson on emotions and how the different emotions, like our thoughts, and our reactions towards things could cause the imbalances and stresses in our body and our organ systems. And I was just thinking about like thoughts like when we watching TV, the type of thoughts that we can get from watching TV and the emotions that can cause the certain like you're watching a lot of horror films, like I was so told about not watching a lot of horror films due to the possession of it in your mind. So you have that going on, I was thinking about. And so, and the reaction, like I said, through TV, even through certain music that we have, these are certain reactions that could cause us, our certain body organism, putting a lot of stress on our body. And so that's why we are more sicker possibly than what we was, maybe a good 100 years ago before all of this new technologies and stuff like that. And then I was thinking, family, about some of the main issues that I know that some of my clients have, like, constipation, intestinal issues, or stomach issues, right? And then, or even kidney issues. With kidneys, what I mean, kidneys also going equal to high blood pressure, maybe even, you feel me? So all that it could be dealing with our kidneys. So with that said, you had the word anxiety. You had a lot of people that say, yo, I suffer from a lot of anxiety. Or you hear like stress. Yo, I'm under a lot of stress, family. And so that's can affect your intestines and your stomach. And then when I'm thinking about the intestines being constipated from the foods that we also putting in there as well, right? It also causing constriction and damaging the intestines and the stomach area as well. And then we drinking liquids while we're eating and stuff like that, which causing us not to fully digest our food, right? And then under the same thing of fear and anxiety and confusion, or someone who's always discouraged, you're dealing with someone's kidneys as well. So we got the kidneys and the intestines and the stomach area that also can be affected by anxiety, you see. And so I was just thinking about that, family, and then we got one more I'm going to do right quick. I was thinking about the liver, family, and we eating these meats, excessive sugars and stuff can also affect the liver, right? Drinking, can't forget about drinking, right? All of these things, even when we smoking, we always say smoking can affect the lungs, which can also affect, now we're looking at the liver, because the liver got to filter out the toxins that we don't put in there. And so with the liver being affected, you have people with a lot of anger, abusive. A lot of people argumentative. You sitting there argumentative or arguing with your girlfriend. I'm just trying to say that you sitting there damaging your liver, family. Sitting there going back and forth. Just be quiet, fam. Agitation. Agitated about everything. I don't want to hear nothing you got to say. Frustration all the time. Always frustrated. Irritability. Jealousy. Like I said, there's a lot of people that's jealous nowadays about this, that, and third, what you have, and what you got, and all these other things, how you look, and all these, what you driving, all these things is on the jealousy. And then you got obsession. You know what I'm saying? Always obsessed. I got to have this. You know what I'm saying? Obsessed with money. You know what I'm saying? Social media you can be obsessed by. You see what I'm saying? And also you have resentment. I resent everything. These things can damage our liver, family, and cause liver damages or imbalances or extra stress to that particular organ. And so I was just sitting here just thinking about that, and I was like, wow, I don't get back on this again. And go into this maybe some more as I think about my emotions that can affect my organs. And even though, like I said, I'm doing my herbs, I'm doing my exercises, I'm doing my yoga, I'm eating healthy, I'm doing all the things, but it seems like certain things, it still ain't healing, or whatever the case may be that I'm striving to achieve through this new transformation from a certain lifestyle. right? So I'm just saying we first have to get our mentality, because we have 4 other bodies where we got a few more, but we just stay with the 4 bodies, which is our mental body, our emotional body, our spiritual body, which affecting our physical body, family. I'm signing out, Dr. Copeland, in your ear. Make sure you share, and also call me for consultation, podcasts, lectures as well. Signing out. One love.